I'm just going to go through Le Chant first and look at the rhythm particularly. So the right hand, I'm going to play through the whole first 10 bars and I'm going to count as I go. 3 beats in a bar, and it's important to set your beat first mentally before you start counting the first bar. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So the first bar particularly, you need to ensure that you count 2 beats on the first note and the D with your third finger comes exactly on the third beat. That's why you need to set your beat first. I'll just do that for you. 1, 2, 3. The same rhythm exactly comes towards the end of the first line. The second bar just before the end of the first line is the same 2 notes. Different fingering, but the placement of those notes is very important. Then when you have your 4 semiquavers, which you have in bar 2 and bar 7, the 4 semiquavers must be exactly 4 to 1 in the ratio of the semiquavers to the crotchet, so that when you hit your minim, or in bar 7 it's a crotchet, on the second beat, it must be on the second beat. So if I just do bar 2 and bar 7, 1, 2, and again bar 2, 1, 2. Okay, so I've gone from beat 1 to beat 2. I fitted the 4 semiquavers in and arrived on beat 2 without distancing that beat differently from how I was playing it before or counting it before. And then bar 7, 1, 2. So again I hit the crotchet D exactly on the second beat. 1, 2. And then a couple of places where you have 2 quavers, you need to divide your crotchet into 2 halves and be careful to make them even notes, not mixing them up with the speed of the semiquavers. Now the left hand, we're lifting between each of the chords, okay? And in order to hit the chord always on the first beat of every bar, you're going to have to lift it before the bar line, all right? So at the moment, I would suggest that you lift it exactly with the last note the right hand plays. So in the first bar, that would be the D. The second bar, it would have to just be the third beat. The third bar, you could lift it with the F sharp or the E, all right? And then again, the D. Sometimes the hands lift together, so it's a little bit easier. But when we're joining over the right hand, over 2 bars, which happens between 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 5 and 6, and so on. All right, they tend to be in 2-bar little phrases. That's when you need to think particularly to lift your left hand in time so that it doesn't delay getting the next chord down on the first beat. So if I demonstrate that with both hands, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, lift, down. So it didn't halt the progress of the music. I went straight from third beat to first beat without any hesitation because I lifted that left hand in good time. I'll do it again. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. If you keep it down here, you're then going to have to pause the music while you lift it to put it down again. So it stands to reason that you're going to have to take a little bit off the length of the dotted minim. I'll play it all the way through with both hands up to the end of bar 10. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, lift, down, 2, 3. Both lift together. Lift, down, 2. Both lift together. 1, 2, lift, down, 2. Both lift together. Lift, down. Both lift again. Lift, down, 2, 3. So that helps you to hear how the music sounds, but also some tips on what you need to be looking for.